On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, this defense for the Jags, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Hawkins.
And he will have a Titans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
The tackle there by Trey Herndon.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Third and 2, Tannehill. Flush to his right. The ball comes out. And the Jags grab it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. It's Tannehill. Looking downfield for Jones. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for Tennessee.
And we are keeping a close eye on his catches, a really close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On first down, it's Henry, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. To throw is Tannehill. He's got his target, Chris Conley. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Bullock.
And they will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Now Lawrence on first down. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. On second down, a run with Etienne. A first down and more, Etienne. And down to the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
These two teams all tied after one.
Score time, 7-7.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. On play action, Lawrence. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans will take over here just shy of the 30. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that? Fighting through it, he's got space. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Now a handoff to Henry. And some strong running. First down and much more for Henry. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Bullet good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Gun. It's Lawrence. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Lawrence. And this is Cook with a grab. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A handoff for Etienne. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyron Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tannehill. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Lawrence. There's another one complete to Shenault. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all time. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of the receiver, Shenault. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's a give to Etienne. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 106 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. A give to Henry. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. From the 24, Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing after the interception, Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Henry. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Working with a 2nd and 3. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. second down and 3. A handoff, running left, Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 158 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So a poor return exacerbated by a holding call makes this 1st and 10 back inside their own 5. A give to ETN running right. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Brings up 2nd down at the 6-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? ETN with it. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another tote for Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Lawrence will throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33. Lawrence now off the bootleg. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And it's caught. Touchdown. Laviska Shenault, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Tannehill going to throw it. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Cisco. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He's back to throw. eluding the pressure right. And Shark calls it in. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost him.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jaguars 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee.